All right, this is huge. 3, 2, 1. Energy Boom 101. Dispatch from the patch. No one knows anymore, so we're going to quit numbering them. No one's watching, by the way, so what's it matter? Background music provided by this glorious swinging hep cat group of daddies and ladies. Downtown Norman. This is the bubble and buzz of the boom. Even if you can't hear me, you have to see this. It's amazing shit. It's happening downtown Norman, Tuesday night. We're going to do a little back pedal here. We're creating all sorts of interesting camera angles because you probably can't even hear a word I'm saying. I'll wait for the beautiful jazz to end, and then I'll give you a quick wrap-up of what's happening. In the meantime, let this whole thing that's happening here, this whole swinging, wacky bubble and buzz, it's the swinging, wacky bubble and buzz of the boom coming to downtown Norman on a Tuesday night, live from the Rig, K-Rig, K-R-I-G. By the way, we always like to point out our sponsors, and I got to tell you, kids, the drilling fluid provided by whatever is the House Vino at Mainside Gallery. I'm getting ready to go gush down my gullet. Fracking services, really nice, clean frack job by Super D's Fracking Field Services. For all your favorite fracking field services, Super D's as these. Now, check out, as the jazz recedes, we can only provide you this live report. As the jazz recedes, and then it builds back up again. So it waxes and it wanes. In the background, you're going to hear the jazz sort of wax and wane like the moon. In the foreground, as well as on your screen, in the foreground audio as well as video, is the visual buzz, the bubble and buzz of the boom. And we'll talk about Hank Ham today. We always need a reason to do a dispatch. Oh shit, here it comes. Background audio. Kaboom. By the way, speaking of kaboom, we're only 2 minutes into this thing and I'm done. I'm spent. I've had it. I know that no one's watching these anymore, which means I'm going to start doing 10 a day minimum. This will be the greatest chronicling of a boom that ever happened, bar none. And I can only hope to make a dollar off it eventually. But what's going to happen is when the music dies down, I'm going to give you a quick update on Hank Ham, and then I'm going to go get something to eat because I'm about to croak, and then I'll do another dispatch in about 10 years. By the way, ain't misbehaving. Pretty good, pretty damn good. Making the Hank swing. I'm clapping, but I don't want to clap. Woo! There you go. Okay, so Hank Ham, they ask him about oil. He says, no big deal. He says it's the Saudis playing their cards, which is to talk oil prices down. They played him too early. I gotta love his take on it. What he's basically saying is Saudi Arabia's always been able to talk down their oil prices by simply saying, hey, we're gonna let them glut. We're gonna open it up and let it go down. And then they also said they're gonna get the prices down low enough to wash out the US shale drillers. It's a gloriously open and transparent game. No one just knows how it's gonna end, but you see how the bets are being placed. So live from Main Site Gallery, breaking news, game on, Thrilla in Manila, OPEC versus US Shale. Who's going to come out on top? We shall see. This is going to be a lot of fun, kids, because in a nutshell, and maybe I'll go back to the maps and show you this, but in a nutshell, first off, OPEC has to agree on how much they're going to cut it, if they're going to cut it at all. And that's got a bunch of different nations involved. The United States really basically, instead of OPEC has members, the United States has states. So Oklahoma's going to drill a hell of a lot easier than Colorado or California. But the game's going to be on. Live from Norman, Oklahoma, the Thrilla in Manila continues. We'll check in every day to get the price of oil. We're going to look at Brent crude out of the North Sea, which is basically how you view the price of oil as the market gives it to you on the eastern half of the world. West Texas Intermediate is the classic price of oil in the west half of the world, even though it's a little more complex than that, and it's priced at Cushing, Oklahoma. Huge! Go to Cushing, unfucking believable town, spelled P-H-U-C-K-I-N-G. We're now almost at 5 minutes into it. I know you're begging for mercy, so I'll keep this short. So that's it. The title of this dispatch is "The Thrilla in Manila is on. OPEC versus US Shale Drillers. Bring it on. 3, 2, 1, boom."